stop being willfully obtuse and ask, oh, they published too many Batman books. Bitch, Batman is how some of y'all favorite characters get some shine. Because if it wasn't for him,
Hey,
some of y'all
now,
characters would never show
hey,
up,
we need the
bro.
Joe Button horn right now. What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. I think they got one here. Hold on. I think I have a thing here. Hold on. Wait a minute.
But oh look,
Yeah.
but no, bro.
We got some updates about Hush. A couple weeks ago, it was Loeb and Jim Lee, and they gave us some details about like how Hush is gonna affect the Batman line moving forward. Obviously, we know we talked about it when we were together last time. You know, Hush is being split into two, so we are getting the first 6 issues in the main Batman book, and then the last bit is gonna branch off into its own separate thing. This is going to be tied into modern continuity. Lee and Loeb did work with Zdarsky and they worked with Jorge Jimenez. I can only assume they worked with other writers as well because it's not like Zdarsky and Jimenez were the only ones writing Batman over the last, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. There's going to be something in Hush. I don't know if it's going to be part 1. I don't know if it's going to be part 2. But something's going to happen that's going to affect the rest of the Batman line. So this is going to affect Batman. It's going to affect Nightwing. I assume Batgirl. I'm assuming Detective. Probably Batman Robin as well. I think those are the only Batman books that's on the shelf right now. Jason Todd is going to play a major role. This is a little bit of a spoiler for me. I'm reading Hush 1 right now. And apparently in Hush 1, there was a tease for Jason Todd to come back. I guess that's when he was dead, but you know, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm literally on the last half of the book. So he's gonna play more of a role, and I think that's important because as a Red Hood fan, I've been looking for Jason Todd to get boosted more. You know, I like the last mini that came out. I think fans want more, so I think this is gonna do
I
a
think
good
he gets a
job.
book coming out of Hush.
Oh, absolutely.
I want
I
that.
think
And
that's the big thing for the Batman line. I think he get another Red Hood book after that.
yeah, and then he says Loeb is intended to make this a gateway drug. So apparently this is more for like the retailers, you know, because this is apparently going to drive more people to the shops. And we've heard rumblings now that the sales,
400 goddamn thousand
yo,
copies
Yeah.
for a more than 20-year-old storyline that's getting a sequel. My nigga, do y'all know? I mean, yes, y'all know, but when Hush came out, bro, Jim Lee done got how many promotions since then? Loeb done had
Thanks.
a whole career over at Marvel since then. Like, dog.
no,
Go
I don't mean
ahead,
to
man.
interrupt, but I was going to say, like,
Go
I'm
ahead.
reading it now. I
Hmm.
understand why.
Yeah.
I 100% understand. With Hush 2, every character is gonna get a proper intro, so you don't have to read the original to enjoy it. I'm reading the original now because I just like context. I don't like coming into things blind. And I think there's another important bit here too. Oh, I think that was it. Go ahead with your theory, Quentin. What do you think
All
is gonna
right.
spin out of this?
So the first thing I was like, I don't know if you guys know, but when Bruce was supposed to be dead, right, and he was lost in time, they really locked him in the bottom of the Batcave for the longest time,
Hmm.
right? And a lot of shit happened after that, like internals and the Arkham Day, whatever. I think there was a rumor that Bleeding Cool had maybe 3, 4 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, about Batman getting outed, right? Now, granted, I think that's contradicted by the previews of Match Run, right? So,
Mm.
but it would make sense if Jason got outed, right? To lead more
Oh.
into an Outlaws book,
Mm.
right? Or something like resetting the status quo for Red Hood. Yeah, I think that's gonna be what it was. Because if Dick can get outed again, I've had this theory for a long time that there's gonna be a reshuffle of mantles, coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Dick possibly going back and working for Spiral,
Hmm.
Night
Ooh.
Damien taking up the Nightwing mantle and rocking the old mullet, similar to what happened in Justice. I think he just quit being Robin naturally, right? Maybe he takes on the Black Bat persona, whatever the situation may be. We just had a really compelling arc for Cassandra, right, coming out of her mini. So I think it'll be something like that, right, to reset the status quo. Obviously, I mean, we don't know who's Batman technically in Match Run. I mean, we think it's Batman, but he does got a new suit, and he's back to the blue. Last person that wore that blue suit was Tim Drake in Battle of the Cow, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll digress to I'll pass it to somebody else.
Oh yeah, you're playing in very very juicy territory. I like it. I like it. Steph, what are your thoughts on some of these Hush 2 updates?
I'm still stuck on the 400,000. I still can't wrap my fucking head around that. I saw that tweet and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. And I'm like, I knew this was gonna go crazy. I knew this was gonna have like insane numbers because it's Hush 2. Get lost in the idea that it's kind of technically, I mean, obviously they're saying it has like big repercussions, I guess, and like there's a big status quo shift that's going to come out of this book. But beforehand, it was just kind of like it just kind of seemed like a filler book.
Yeah.
So it was like even with that, it was just like it was gonna go crazy. Like it is literally a sequel to Hush of all things, but it's like 400K.
Nah, no. AJ says some shady shit on the timeline that he's not saying here, so I'm gonna say it.
Oh,
He
no,
said,
I was
"Yo,
about to get
no, you
Ever.
say it, bro.
Ever.
Say it,
Ever.
say it,
I'm like, bro,
Never.
say it."
don't you ever ask again why DC pushes Batman so goddamn hard. Y'all,
Exactly.
Yeah, you did say
y'all
that.
motherfuckers be like, man, if my character could just get this push, they'd be big. No, the fuck they won't. My favorite female character is Black Canary at DC. Tom King is writing his ass off on that book, and it's it's doing well, but it's one of the lower selling Tom King books at the moment. Okay, and you can't say, and that book got some push. You would think it'd be a little bit higher, but it's not. Dog, if fucking Kite Man got this level of push, he would not be as big as Batman. Batman is the GOAT. He is the truth. He is the light in the way of
Tabernacle.
DC.
Tabernacle.
He keeps the lights on in that building. Dog. Stop being willfully obtuse and ask, oh, they published too many Batman books. Bitch, Batman is how some of y'all favorite characters get some shine. Because if it wasn't for him, some of y'all characters would never show up.
Hey, we need the Joe Button horn right now. What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. I think they got one here. Hold on. I think I have a thing here. Hold on. Wait a minute.
But look.
Yeah.
But no, bruh. Like, y'all niggas keep asking about a Vixen book. Hey, you wanna know when the last time Vixen was in a book before Kelly Thompson just had her in Birds of Prey in an ongoing status? JSA in Rebirth when Batman left the Justice League and put together his own Justice League.
Damn.
Y'all keep talking about Duke Thomas. You want to know when Duke gets shine? And that's my boy, Batman and the Outsiders, Batman and the Signal.
Oh, we'll get to that later. Ooh,
Bruh, like
talk your shit.
Batman makes it to where the characters y'all love can get appearances. Because I am sorry, bro.
Hey,
we
AJ,
have seen.
I'm gonna tell you the best one. Brave and the Bold. Brave and the Bold animated show gave a lot
introduced
of y'all
so
favorite
many characters,
a lot of light,
that never would have gotten shine, bro.
And the true versions of those characters, keep it a bean with you, not your hype beast versions of them, the actual factual versions of them. But go ahead.
I mean, it ain't much more to say, dog. Batman is him. Batman keeps the lights on.
Amen.
If you were to cancel the Bat books, DC would be closed in 6 months.
Yep.
Nobody else has that weight over there. You, as bad as Spider-Man, the mainline Spider-Man has been, it's the same way over at Marvel. You take him off the shelf, they're done in less than a year, dog.
And it don't matter how bad Batman does, bro. That book is always in the top 10 to 20 percentile, the same as Spider-Man. Same. Because
you want to know what happens when a Batman or Spider-Man book slips and doesn't sell well,
People get
bruh,
fired.
they exactly. People get fired. People lose jobs.
You
Mm-hmm.
DC,
saw what Scott
Batman,
said. I was
Batman.
stressed out my first go around.
Yes, when he
Mm-hmm.
said that, I was like, yeah, that explains it, dog. Tom King still had Batman selling 80,000 copies a month, and his run got ended 15 issues early, dog.
And they really
Chip
gaslit
Zdarsky,
Tom because that shit was gas, bro. I don't care what
yes,
nobody
dog,
say.
yes. Chip Zdarsky can say what he wants to say, and I'm up and down on his run. I like it more than I dislike it, but it had its moments. But I'm sorry that you did not willingly choose to leave
No.
Batman, bro. I've seen this game too many times with this
Mm-mm.
character. Your numbers drop. Batman fell into the fucking 20s. That shit set
That
off
never
alarm
should
bells at
never
DC.
happen. Ever.
That set off alarm bells, and they were like, "Nah, bro, you got to go." Here,
That
rap,
crossover
tell.
fucked them, bro.
Yeah, it absolutely did. It absolutely did. Like they told him, tell whatever you want to tell for this last story, and we got to get you up out of here. That's why you're
Mm-hmm.
getting a Hush 2. It's a filler arc to a story that happened decades ago. It's gonna be quality. I have no doubt about that. We know it's gonna sell well, but please be clear. This was to give them time to cover their asses until they can get the next Batman writer in there.
And mind you,
Batman is
and also,
DC.
I was
DC is
gonna say this
Batman, bro.
too. I don't mean to interrupt you, but also like
Nah, you
you
good?
knew it was filler because it's like, yo, I keep saying this, guys. We just had a Hush story right before fucking Infinite Frontier. We
Yep.
He literally came back and kidnapped the whole Bat family. So we knew what type of time it was. So if we're doing this again and it's selling this much and the issue hasn't even dropped yet, no, I agree with AJ. I don't want to hear shit about what come my character can't get a. You know why?
Dog, you look at it. We just get the positions on the charts. We don't get the sales charts where they used to include actual numbers of what each issue sold. And yeah, I get it. It was during the time where the Energon universe was just kicking off, and then you had the new Turtles run by Aaron starting, and then the Ultimate stuff was really hot over at Marvel. But a Batman in the 20s, I
Never.
would kill to see what those actual numbers are. I wouldn't be surprised if you're talking 60,000 range. And
Oh,
DC was like, nah, bro, nah, 60 to 70 range. No, I'm not even gonna say 70 because Tom didn't go down that low when he was in the 70s,
no.
70s and 80s. So 60,000 ish. Which, by the way, 99% of comic characters would kill to be able to sell a 60,000 issue run. But Batman, nah, dog. That's
Nah.
like you said. That's somebody has to get fired territory.
That's like the Lakers not making the playoffs for my sports guys.
That's fucking insane. And also, I do want to add this in too because I don't think it's getting talked about a lot. There was one part of the article that I think everybody should be paying attention to. The Bat Summits are back. We have
Yes,
not
yes, I
heard
forgot
about
about
the
that.
Bat Summit since. I think the last time I heard about the Bat Summit was
The one that
when
Castellucci didn't get invited to.
no, the one that Scott didn't get invited to. Margaret
Wait,
Scott.
huh?
That was Scott, bro. That was Scott.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
Castellucci took up the run after her.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
that's-
Bat Summits are back. So all this tells me is that for the longest time, these
Handicapped the great
motherfuckers had.
Batgirl run because y'all didn't
Oh.
invite her, by the way.
Oh no,
But that's neither here nor there.
Yo, no. Scott's. That's what got me into Batgirl. For the longest time, these Bat books have been running with nobody in charge. They had an editor. They had what's his name, Ben Bernathy. He was just an editor. But without the Bat Summits, those books have been running fucking rampant. If y'all don't
Yep.
know what the Bat Summits are, it's where every couple months all the Bat writers get together. They talk about what's happening in each book. So that means Dan Waters is in the building. That means Tom Taylor's in the building. That means right now Matt Fraction is in there. That means who's writing Batgirl right now? Brom Bell is in the building. I can only assume Kelly Thompson is in the building too because, Cassandra is in Birds of Prey. So that's where they all get together. This is what's happening in my book. This is what's happening in their book. And then they coordinate. So they make sure all these books are in line with each other. Eventually a crossover is going to come. But it makes it so that you don't have to be reading all the books. but all the books are following a through line. You're still connected regardless. So that part interested me because that tells me DC finally got the point. Like, I remember all of us was in a room at some point on here talking about how disjointed these Batman books are. Like, for fuck's sake, Ram V should have not been able to get away with half the shit he got away with if a Bat Summit was there. And mind you, he did his thing. But he got away with a lot of shit. Tom Taylor got away with a lot of shit. Mariko Tamaki got away with a lot of shit. So the fact that we have a Bat Summit now, that gives me excitement. That gives me excitement. So that's I'm here for this. I'm here
Shout
for
out
this.
to Chip though for getting the gig on Cap though.
To end this topic, listen. We got Matt Fraction in the building. We got Tom Taylor in the building. We got Bromble. We gonna be eating good, y'all. We gonna eat good. This might be the first. What'd you say?
I think I did call Matt Fraction taking the book though.
Did
I did.
Did we? I'm gonna go back and watch that live.
Really low key said it at the same time.
I think so.
Okay.
So
we gonna eat, y'all. We gonna
I
eat
think he's
good.
gonna tap into his Hawkeye type. He's gonna be on Hawkeye time, bro.
Yeah, just editorial. Just let them cook, please.
Yeah,
please.
I hope it goes better than the last time I was right on who the next Batman writer was going to be. Because I called Chip too. And
Yeah, you did.
I was rocking with Chip for the longest, but
You did.
like
Chip's
said,
running with just
Gotham
feats,
War,
bro.
man.
So
I think
Gotham
that's
War
what it
killed
was.
everything.